Welcome. I am Duncan Hendry, a self-employed gardener and Surrey Organic Gardening Group committee member. Surrey Organic Gardening Group is nicknamed SOG, S-O-G-G. SOG believes in organic gardening. Organic gardening is not just a matter of replacing artificial fertilisers and pesticides with more natural products. It covers soil management, such as crop rotation, no-dig gardening, weed control, pest control, conservation and sustainability, fair trade issues and animal welfare. SOG arrange and meet generally on the last Friday of every month, where they will have guest speakers, such as last month where they had someone from Flitton's Garden Centre talking and demonstrating how to make a hanging basket. Past meetings have had speakers such as Patrick Holden of the Soil Association talking about sustainable farming, someone from Customs and Excise talking about plant controls and things people tried to bring through customs, some people from Eco Local, a local environmental group who arranged local talks to schools and local produce from allotments. SOG arrange outings by coach, one coach outing per year, such as past outings to Audley End Kitchen Garden and Ryton Organic Garden in Coventry, UK. This year we will go to Hyde Hall RHS Garden in Essex. Some local visits, such as the visit to a tree nursery in Croydon and a visit to Gilly Cooley's garden in Carshalton, open under the Yellow Book gardening scheme. SOG also have a stall at the Environmental Fair, 30th of August 2010. Also a visit to Kingston Permaculture Reserve, Tolworth. These visits are in the UK. Part 2. Why organic? If you spray chemicals to protect against pests or diseases, then you will kill the pest's natural enemies. An example of this is aphids, which have a lot of enemies, our friends, such as ladybirds and hoverflies. These will be killed if chemicals are used, thus accelerating the problem. Aphids are also very resilient to chemicals and build a resistance to chemicals. Chemicals are also unsafe and very often being taken off the market due to safety. Some chemicals are acceptable in organic gardening, such as the slug killer, advanced slug killer, which is not harmful to children or wildlife or pets, and more effective than the normal pellets, which are poisonous to children, pets and wildlife, as they contain methaldehyde. Healthy gardening. By organic gardening, you avoid the use of pesticides at all. This is much safer for children and the environment. Conservation and the environment. By taking an organic approach, you are minimising impact on the environment. Organic growing makes a positive step towards our future for all life on Earth. Welfare considerations. Animal welfare is important. There is no place for factory farming such as battery and broiler hen houses. Composts can be made from many natural materials such as kitchen waste, leaf mould or vermiculture. This is worm poo. Liquid seaweed can give control of black spot and many other diseases if applied regularly, as many of my customers will testify. This is because seaweed contains potassium, which builds disease resistance. Also, healthy plants are less likely to be attacked. If they will cope better with it. Seaweed can be used in liquid form and granular. This is seaweed meal, but liquid is quicker. Green manures cover the soil when crops are not being grown and will be added to the soil later when dug in, and have the advantage over animal manures that they are not washed out by rain. Some green manures are winterfield bean, leguminous, mustard, lupin, leguminous. Leguminous means it fixes nitrogen from the air because of special nodules on its roots. This helps the plants to grow by adding nutrients to the soil. Part 4. Weeds organically. The best way to combat weeds is to regularly go over the soil with a hoe or dig up deep weeds such as stinging nettles about once a month. No weed will be able to withstand regular pulling up, and this will also help to regularly cultivate the soil. Chemicals applied to the soil to control weeds are called herbicides. These will harm soil organisms and so slow plant growth down. Herbicides are subject to strict rules when used because of the harm they cause to people, animals and the environment. Herbicides will harm cultivated plants if they drift onto these. Weed membrane can be added to the soil to cover difficult weed areas, but you must be aware that soil cultivation and adding fertilisers will not be possible and therefore plant growth reduced. You may add liquid fertilisers to help this. Organic pest control can include growing plants to attract friendly predators such as Lomanthus douglasii, to attract hoverflies which eat aphids. Garlic can help keep aphids away from roses and help confuse the carrot fly by its smell. Plants organically. One of my projects at the moment is to grow orchids, the wild UK orchids. This I am doing at the Sutton Ecology Centre in Carshalton, the UK. These plants need a soil that is untouched, impoverished by composts, fertilisers and most importantly not chemicals. This is the only way they will receive the mycorrhizal fungus they need to grow. I so far have got the common spotted orchid to flower, Dactylorhiza fusi, and at the moment I am trying the fragrant orchid, Gymnodina chinopsi. Recently I went up to the Hebrides, the Western Isles in the UK, and started my holiday on the Isle of Lewis, where there were many orchids. However, when I got to the island of Mull, was told that orchids would not grow there. I soon discovered why. There were signs up in most fields, keep out, spraying in operation. The end. Thank you.
Well done.